Hi everyone, and welcome to the 7th to the 13th of June Rapid Growth Vibes. Ooh-wee! Talk about decisions! Not everyone loves making decisions. Funnily enough, I actually do, but I've noticed that even though I love it, I do have a bit of a hate type of love-hate relationship with it, because I do need to be pushed into a corner a little bit to start making decisions. And when I'm in that corner, when I have that stress factor, I can make decisions just bum, 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 just one after the other. But it takes me a while to get there. So this is interesting, because this is kind of like what this vibe is also like, asking you to have a look at. Do you need a lot of stress before you can make a decision? Do you need to be pushed onto the edge before you can make up your mind about something? It's like some people sometimes need stress to motivate them. Some people need a bit of anxiety to get them moving, to do something and to create something with things that they haven't really been tapping into. But of course it requires a decision. But then again, everything in life does. And here's the interesting part. We make a lot of decisions consciously, but also subconsciously. Like in the morning when you get up and you want to go get dressed, that's a decision. But you're oblivious to the fact that you just made a decision. And of course, we make a conscious decision where we decide now I have to call mom, or now I have to call a friend, now I have to call, into a webinar that I just scheduled. So that's more of like a conscious decision that you were making. And so this week, and also funny enough, this new moon that we have is all about making decisions. So join me also for this new moon, because we're on the 10th, because we will be tapping into stress associated with making decisions, and just realizing, well, guys, it just doesn't have to be that hard. We can make it easier. It can be more graceful. And apart from now decisions also being a factor, there could also be a part of you that's now, this is a completely separate new vibe coming in, right? So we have another vibe just like budding and saying, okay, well, decision issues, come sit on the side. I have another one here for you that needs to be looked at. So we could also be feeling a sense of wanting more love, wanting more compassion, wanting more connection, wanting more social security, right? So there's a part where you might have felt like you had it, and now it's coming a bit of a dip in again. Now you feel like you have it. It's like, now I feel like I don't have this connection and the bonding anymore. And this can all probably come forward in the form of someone that's coming in that's maybe a little bit unreliable, maybe feeling a little bit emotionally unavailable, or maybe not giving you the support that was promised. Okay, so it could feel a little bit here like made plans could be just collapsing a little bit, not completely, but feeling a little bit unstable. It's like I couldn't rely on it as much as I thought I would or could have. And it might feel a little bit like a bit of a rattle to your core, because you relied on that. Subconsciously in the back of your mind, you relied on it always just being there. And now it must feel like, wow, it's not. Okay, I have to really evaluate myself. I thought I had the security, but what this vibe is showing you, is very important. That your security was reliant on a situation or a person outside of you. And this vibe is showing you, oh, that's the mistake. The stability, the security should come from within. Your environment is always going to fluctuate and change. If you looked at all my other videos on my YouTube channel as well, I talk about this a lot. Your security, your happiness, everything. You cannot have other people be responsible for that. You have to be in control of that, because if other people if they have some level of control over it, you're never going to be fully empowered. It's always just going to be partially empowered. So keep in mind that, you start to bring your energy a little bit back to you. You bring it back to your sense of self. And be careful also with this feeling that if you do hit that point where you might feel a little bit insecure, where you're feeling a little bit off balance, that you don't project that insecurity as being aggressive or maybe overbearing or maybe a little bit too demanding, because now you may be overcompensating. You want that feeling of security back. Take a deep breath. Breathe. You're okay. You're absolutely fine. You are okay. Just take a deep breath. Everything is going to be absolutely fine. This is the good news. This is just a fleeting experience. It's going to go away. you will find your sense of centeredness within yourself again. Even if you don't do anything about it, that's okay. It will gently, naturally come back to you, because this vibe is just a little bit of a hiccup, but it's also showing you where do you need to create that stability within yourself a little bit more right now. So guys, that's it. That's what I have for this week. And until next week, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling you because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Evette Rose, 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys!